I had one person who actually couldn't make it, and he cash apped me like $600.
Oh damn. That's good as being there.
Right, you played for your plate and a couple of others.
that was like a percentage of guilt gift right there. He was like,
Right.
I was gonna give you $250, but I ain't gonna be there. Man, dang, I told I was gonna be there. Here, look, $600.
Right.
Hey, well then don't be there next time. I'm gonna have another ceremony.
Right, exactly. Like I appreciate that gift a little bit more than your presents.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Where the money resides.
Where the money resides.
Yeah.
Shit, weddings are expensive. Shit.
Welcome to the TMF podcast, where we have too many feelings. I'm your host T Staples, and today I'm joined by
Shemaine
What
Man
it
Freddie.
do? It's your girl Alona Boo. Oh, my bad. I thought I went first.
That's right. Girls first, ready to be what you doing, man. Go ahead, Alona Boo. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. One more time for the people.
What it do? It's your girl Alona Boo.
Ooh, y'all heard her. Y'all better watch out though, cause she off the market.
Pam.
Who else we got?
We got Shemaine Man Freddie B checking in for the uno time.
That's it? This is the one time? What about the
uno
dos,
time.
the tres, and cuatro time?
No,
Okay.
just uno time for today.
Just uno?
Uno time.
Me speak no español. All right, listen, if all y'all listening, we're bringing you all these feelings from the comforts of our homes. That's right, 100% remote. So if you feel our show us how you feel by subscribing so you can get notified when the new episodes drop. And if you like what you're hearing, send us a message. Our handles are in the description below. We love to know how you feel. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about something kind of sentimental, something old, something new, something pink, something blue. That's right, people. We're talking about getting hitched. During COVID, what? Oh,
During COVID.
damn. But first, it's time for a moment I like to call the Internet Never Loss. Yeah. Now, in my attempt to navigate through the endless insanity that is the interconnectivity of the internet, I come across a lot of opportunities based on today's topic to really show, to give blasphemy to the people getting weddings and getting married out there during COVID. But I decided today that I would find one, that's right, just one for today that was successful. And here's what she had to say about it. This comes from, her name is Zig Beswick. Now that name may sound weird, but she is from the UK. And this is her cut down, small snippet version of her experience.
Hi everyone, today I'm vlogging. I'm getting married. It's such a weird thing because it's the 31st of July 2020 and we're in the middle of a global pandemic. I'm getting married during coronavirus. We got the news that they're kind of stopping weddings, or they've certainly gone back on their easing of wedding receptions, and I've heard that there might be a case of having to wear masks in certain spaces and what have you, and it is a real tough time for brides to be. It really is. I know it seems like first world problems, but there's a lot of personal reasons behind people wanting to get into a union. The situation keeps changing, keeps fluctuating, but ultimately it's just about staying safe. It's insane how much planning goes into a wedding, big or small, all the little details and things you do to make sure that your day is special and that your guests enjoy the day as well. And then it just happens so bloody quickly. Like, I've been planning this for 18 months. They allow 30 guests to get married in either a religious or civil ceremony. I have told all of my guests to bring water with them because we're getting married outside, and today it's highs of 33 degrees. I've got two bridesmaids, my awesome best friends.
Celsius.
Small bouquets, a little
UK,
flower thing just for photos' sake. And that's it. Alex has got his suit. His groomsmen don't have suits. They're just wearing their smart suits that they already have. And I actually think it's going to be really, really good. They have sanitizers everywhere. They've got personalized sanitizers in your room. They did temperature checks on arrival. All of the staff were wearing masks. All the restaurant and everything was spread out appropriately and distanced appropriately. You had your own packaged cutlery. Like, they really definitely have paid attention to detail and safety, and I do feel really safe here. And that's it. Like, I'm married now. It's done, you know?
Zig got married, y'all. But I'm curious to know what you think and feel about getting married in a COVID time. So listen, all y'all out there, if you got any thoughts and feelings about getting married during COVID, hopefully this won't last too much more longer with the vaccine out. But send us a message. Our handles are in the description below. This has been yours truly, T Staples, and this week's edition of the Internet Never Loss. I don't want to laugh at that no more. I'm sorry. That's made me feel weird getting married to COVID. Okay. Alona Boo, Freddie
What
B.
up?
Y'all heard the clip. Your
Yes.
girl Zig got married during COVID. Now, Alona, you know, being that you are currently on the microphone, the only person that I know of in this arena that's married currently, you know, we got Freddie B on, and you know, our producer, Dr. Buddy Lee, he's listening down the line. And I even think we got your husband somewhere around there. He's out there somewhere, right?
Yeah, he putting up the groceries.
Put up groceries. Okay. So he's doing husband stuff, right?
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about the story you just heard. This Zig person. Does it sound accurate? Does it sound about right?
From what I could understand, it was very accurate. You know, you had to wear your masks. Mm-hmm. And you are limited to the number of guests that you could have. But yeah, what she said was true. I mean, I was a COVID bride.
Okay.
I actually had 2 wedding ceremonies. A lot of people don't know this, but as soon as
weddings.
we had a secret wedding. As soon as COVID kind of jumped off in March, we were like, you know, oh shit, this is serious. You know what I'm saying? It's we don't know, you know, like people are literally starting to die from this. Mm-hmm, so this is not your ordinary everyday cold. You know, people are being hospitalized and things like that. So we were like, you know, as fiancés, you know, we don't have no legal rights. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're in the hospital and, you know, and a decision needs to be made, I'm not your wife. I can't, you know, technically tell them what to do. Sometimes they'll go with it if you're, you know, quote unquote, the spouse or whatever. But if you're not married, then that it just really limits what you're able to do. And so we were like, you know what, let's just go ahead and legally get married, like right now, in case one of us should contract COVID and, you know, end up being hospitalized and things like that.
Gotcha.
And so we did. We were supposed to have a courthouse wedding. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is, Sean's best friend, he's actually a wedding DJ back in DC, he flew out, him and his wife, to be our witnesses for our courthouse wedding. Mm-hmm. And all of this was a surprise to Sean. He had no idea that this was happening. So we were getting in the car, heading to the courthouse, got an email. Oh, due to COVID and the new restrictions, we will not be able to marry you today. Oh. So we were like, oh shit.
Oh, snap. That had to hurt a little bit. That stings.
That was messed up. I got my dress on, you know, my second dress, my makeup is all done, my hair did, nails did.
Your wedding dress on.
All right, I'm dripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine as hell. And then to get in the car and they say, oh, we can't do it. So next thing you know, his best friend is actually ordained to marry couples, you know, as a wedding DJ, and he does all things wedding. He can do the ceremony as well. So we actually picked the park that was right down the street from our loft and just did the wedding outdoors. Now, mind you, it was 28 degrees.
Now, yours in degrees, not Celsius. She tricked me with that.
Degrees, yeah.
She said in your water was 38 degrees.
Fahrenheit, 27 Fahrenheit.
I don't know.
Right.
How come y'all ain't do that at the crib?
Well, we just wanted the scenery, you know, of the park and everything like that. So, and they kind of have like this little like gazebo type thing that, you know, for the pictures and everything. It looked really nice. So, you know, we just did it right there at the park. You know, his best friend, which, you know, it added sentimental value to the whole experience. He married us, and then next thing you know, I mean, boom, here we are. We're husband and wife. Nobody knows but the 4 of us, you know, because my actual wedding was planned for September of 2020.
Right.
So we you know, we were just hoping and praying that we would even get to have a wedding. At this point, because, you know, everybody's thinking, oh, it should be gone, you know, certain presidents and shit. Oh, this will be over by the summertime, and, you know, all of that. But you don't know.
Certain indicted, charged, impeached twice presidents.
Right. Yeah. So, you know, it'll be over by the summertime. Nobody knows this shit, you know. So the next thing you know, September comes around. We had our wedding down in Tennessee. Tommy T, you were a lovely guest. We appreciated your presence. You know, and everything went off, you know, without a hitch. Thankfully, we were able. We had it in Wilson County. Because if we would have had it in Davidson County, where Nashville is, there would be no dancing.
Wow.
The limitations were a lot more strict in Davidson County, which is where Nashville is. So
we had it. Mount Juliet, Hermitage.
No, Williamson County. I'm sorry, Franklin.
Franklin. Okay.
Yeah, we had it in Franklin, Tennessee. So they're the only basic rules that they had were that, you know, while you were in the public areas, the lobby and outside of the ballroom and stuff like that, you had to wear your masks. But once you got into the ballroom, they said it was totally up to you if you wanted to keep your mask on or not. So half of my guests kept their mask on, half didn't, you know. I did not. I actually had a bride mask, but during all the excitement and everything like that, I did not have my mask on.
Got you. So okay, so I guess what I'm curious about then, because like the clip said, she talked about, it seemed like she was more excited towards the beginning of her blog, but then like as soon as she said them second wave of regulations came out, you could tell like the imminent gloom in her voice, right?
Yeah, I mean, because you think about, you know, all the time, money, and effort you put into this one day,
right? And she said that. She said 18 months of planning. I was like, shit.
Yeah, because we had picked our date out like that's a lot. You know, we had picked our date out a whole. That's a lot.
She doing too much.
She said 18 months of planning. I was like, oh my God, Jesus.
She doing too much.
See, that was the whole time we was together.
Right? Like, why is like when did he like why? Because that means you engaged for at least a year and a half. Like.
Yeah.
Like, what is she doing? Like, they're doing too much, like spending all your whole life work on a wedding.
She said it took her 18 months to plan.
18 months. I mean, and then how she described the wedding, I'm trying to figure out why it took 18 months, because it sounded like the shit was real casual.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like nothing super spectacular. You know, she said the groomsmen just wore the suits they had, you know, and so I'm like, well, that can set you up for some tacky pictures, but
she must have been arguing. She must have been, her and her husband just arguing. Like, I want this. No, I want this. Well, I want this. Well, I want this. And that's 3 months right there.
Right.
Just arguing.
And they can say they argued for 6 months.
She married a super feminine dude who been dreaming about his wedding since he was a kid too. Like okay, that's what you want. That's fine. I like. As far as my wedding concerned, I got one request. That's it. What I'm wearing at the wedding. That's it. Anything else, that's fine. Okay. That's fine.
Yep, you sound like Sean.
Right,
He's like, yeah, whatever you want, babe.
Yeah, that's funny, man. So okay, so that second wave that she had, well, I guess that second set of restrictions. Yeah. Did you feel any impacts from that, or were you guys already had y'all made the leap over the broom before that second wave of restrictions came out?
We were good in Williamson County, but the coordinator on site told us that same shit happened to another couple where their wedding was scheduled for Davidson County. And then they came with the second wave of restrictions and said, oh, now there's no dancing. Now there's no this, no that, you know. Oh, and shit. So people just would have been sitting at a table. You know, you're limited to how many people you can have at a table, you know, so that can limit your guest count. Because if the ballroom is not big enough, you know, then you're stuck having to cut people off the guest list.
And you know, you can't have no wedding without the wobble. Come on now.
Right. Come on now.
You got to have the wobble.
You got to do the Cupid shuffle.
What dancing got to do with the COVID? Like, niggas, like, what? I don't get it.
Like, I guess they figure, dancing. You know, right, yeah. I guess they figure people are going to be, you know, like gathered together on the dance floor. So no dancing. I was like, okay. I mean,
shoot, if you getting twerked on, you know, she turned that way, you turned, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
That's the safest method, right?
Right. It's going to have a little twerk on it. Black dancing is the best dancing.
Right.
What you think we doing, a waltz over here? We ain't doing a goddamn salsa. This ain't the salsa, you know. I ain't breathing all on you. This ain't no ballet. You know what I'm saying? This is.
I just need the ass. I just need the booty.
Right. She throw that thing back. That's all we need. Turn it over.
Throw that ass in a circle.
Hey. The booty.
Yo, if I heard that played at a wedding, I would die. If I ever heard "Throw That Ass in a Circle" and that's the song. They got the girls. They got the dude all messed up with the restaurant in Dallas.
At the brunch.
Yeah, at the brunch. Yeah, throw that ass in a circle. Shit, you know that ratchet thing right there, boy. But some people know how to. I'm gonna tell you, some people know how to make their culture or the things that they came up on work for them. Because I've seen some what you would presume or perceive as hood stuff happen at a wedding, but it really wasn't hood the way it was done tastefully. Like I ain't gonna lie, the dopest thing I ever seen. Well, the dopest cake cutting song. Like, well, I'll let Alana tell what she did. Tell Freddie B about your cake cutting song. This was interesting.
So I mean,
I was so messed up. I couldn't eat. I started filming, and then I was like, "Stop!" I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh shit! It threw me off. Like I wasn't even ready for it. I thought they was about to start dancing. I didn't know it was cake cutting time.
I had little sprinkles of ghetto in my wedding, like when it came to the music. So, just a little dose here, just a little dose there. Stick to your roots. Yeah. So then it's time to cut the cake. I was like, oh, I want OT Genesis Cut It to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut it. This cake was way too high. I had to cut it. You know what I'm saying?
They turned up on the cake cutting song. I said, damn, we are turned up. For some cake, I ain't never been. So
I'm assuming the cake was shaped in a brick of dope, like with you and your husband on top.
Right. We had a kilo. You know what I'm saying? We had a kilo of cake.
Damn.
Right. 8 ball of coke.
Right.
That had me
but yeah,
dying.
just little sprinkles of ghetto here and there. You gotta have it.
I think that's awesome. I think with everything that's going on in our times, the COVID-19, we gotta try to find some sense of normalcy and the things that we're doing. And so one of the things, the reason why I brought up this topic, is to really get us into some of these things that these traditions and things they talk about at weddings we can't really have anymore, right? So what are some of the things that were affected? Like a tradition you would say that you had to let go of, for this because of COVID. Or did you keep everything?
Actually, I was able to keep everything I wanted to do. Thankfully, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if we were in Davidson County, it would have been a wrap. Like it just would have been boring as what. So you just had to figure out. Oh, you could cuss. We not. It would have been boring as fuck. Yeah, like, for real. Don't be scared of us. You can cuss. You say what you want to say.
Thomas cuss all the time, so I leave all the cussing. He cuss so much, I just don't cuss.
You just leave it to him.
Yeah, he just cuss enough for both of us.
Gotcha.
So now, Freddie B, have you heard this term before? Something old, something new, something pink, something blue. Have you heard that before?
It's actually something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Ooh, good correction.
Yeah.
Now, is that something that we still do in this day and time, or like is that? I know that's a wedding tradition.
It's tradition, so I did it. You don't want no bad luck.
Okay, so what was your something old?
So my something old was a bracelet that my dad had bought me.
Now, okay, so right, so I guess too, because see, I don't understand these things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not married. I don't understand these things. But even then, I think I do have the ambitions of being married. I'm kind of curious of what this what does this tradition pertain to? So if do you understand why is it something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue? Why not pink or green or yellow? Or
it don't rhyme, Thomas. It don't rhyme.
It don't rhyme, right?
Oh, is that what it is? Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
I mean, I think with your marriage traditions, it's so many now because nowadays people don't put me in no box. I'm just me. I can do whatever I want. People don't even follow traditions no more. There's so many marriage traditions that people just the whole thing of when you get married, you're supposed to get married where the girl is from. So wherever her hometown is, that's where you're supposed to get married, and then the father of the bride is supposed to pay for the wedding. And then the woman getting married, she's not supposed to wear straight white if she's not a virgin. If she's not a virgin, she can wear off-white, mother of pearl or something like that. So you got so many different traditions that people don't do no more.
Okay, so I have the answer for you, Thomas.
Okay.
Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Okay,
so the old item provides protection for the baby to come, of course, if you're going to have children.
Right.
The new item offers optimism for the future.
Okay, I can see that. Something new, so it's optimistic. You're right. Okay.
So the item borrowed from another happily married couple provides good luck, and the color blue is a sign of purity and fidelity.
Now, here's the question I got, because I think about stuff like this. So you borrow something from somebody, right?
Yeah.
You give it back.
Borrowed, yeah, nigga, give it back. You borrowed.
But when
you supposed to give it back?
It don't tell you when to give it back though. It just say something borrowed. Like
after you get married, y'all married. I do. Okay, y'all done. Give me my stuff back.
That not what the rules say. Afraid to be. Do I say that in that,
Yes,
in that
nigga,
description?
you borrow something from me. I want it back. Hurry up. I'm not about to. Nigga, no. You mess around, hold on to it, and you let another nigga borrow it. Like, hold on, this
Right.
mine.
That's right.
But that's what
In
I
order
was
to
gonna
get
say.
it back, Freddie, but you got to borrow it back from somebody else.
Damn.
Like, damn.
Nigga,
okay,
then I got to come for your knees, and then niggas they get divorced because you ain't got no knees.
Right.
You sign up for it.
Right. So wait a
Can't
minute.
kick
So
it.
what's the kind of thing that you would borrow? Like what is that? What qualifies this? Is just anything like, okay, goes a roll of tissue? You borrow that? I guess you can't get that back, huh?
Is it something got to do with the marriage? There's like, oh, this is a remembrance for us to keep it strong or something. I imagine. I don't know. Tell us.
But then if you got to give it back, to me, the fact that it's borrowed, it's got to go back means that it has to be something that maybe you can use for the wedding, and then after the
Yeah,
wedding.
a lot of people borrow like jewelry pieces. Like they borrow like a necklace, from like an aunt or something. Usually it's like a family member or something that you borrow something from. Sometimes it could be like a family heirloom piece of jewelry. That's typically what's like borrowed. And then something blue, the people get real creative with the something blue. My blue was in my jewelry. Some people do blue shoes, a blue handkerchief. And you can really get creative with the something blue.
What about now? Does the man have to do this? Or is just this is just for the bride?
No, just the woman.
Okay.
The bride.
Cool.
Let me
So
say the
I
bride,
don't
because
need- So I don't need nothing blue, nothing old, nothing new, and
nope. You just need to be at the altar on time.
And all I gotta do is stand there too, because I notice how when the men come out, they just stand right there. They come out, there ain't
Yes.
no proper circumstance.
That's actually harder than you would think. Cause
It
I know you've seen all them videos of niggas falling out because they lock their knees. They forget they lock their knees and the blood get cut off and they fall out.
But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I was, and I'm pretty sure Freddie B has been a groomsman in weddings before. I was a groomsman in a few
Actually
weddings.
haven't.
You haven't? I would think with all your friends is married, you would have been at least one of them.
All my friends is married.
Yeah, like, well, we ain't gonna list your friends, but you know what I'm saying? Like the ones that I know that you know. I think you would.
The only one I just think is Doug, and Doug didn't.
That was the first name on my list. Yeah.
Yeah, Doug didn't. He had a groomsman, but he didn't ask me to be one. I don't know. I guess
he kept it small. He had one.
Nah, he had like 3 or 4 groomsmen.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know why I thought
Doug,
you.
I don't.
Well, Freddie B, I put it on tape. You know what I'm saying? When it's my time, you gonna be a groomsman, brother. You can just go ahead and don't be acting broke on me. You get your suit, nigga. Don't be trying to play, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't be bullshit. And be on time, nigga. Be on time, Freddie B.
You be on time. Where I'ma be? Like, I mean, you be on. Like, you got like groomsmen pull up all on their own, like right before the wedding. Like, groomsmen's already there.
Hey, some niggas do be doing that. Some niggas do be late. I remember being in one of my friends' weddings way back in the day, and I think the groom broke down crying as the bridesmaids started coming. Not as they started coming, but like right after the bridesmaids, the flower boy and girl came down or whatever.
Flower girl.
What was the boy? The ring bearer's boy.
He's the ring bearer.
And
Yeah.
the girl.
I was like, man, they got flower boys now. Oh Lord, Jesus!
There you go.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, they might got flower boys. Why you playing?
Somebody do got flower boys.
Somebody got a flower boy. Freddie B, why you playing? But yeah, so the people who bring the flowers, the rain down, and then the ring bearer was coming down, and the groom had started crying, but then the damn best man started crying too. So it was hilarious because when the best man started crying, I'm like maybe I'm the third or fourth person in the I guess you call it the lineup, I guess the starting lineup or whatever. And I'm like the third or fourth person in the lineup. And why the daddy gonna say from the audience, he gonna say he losing his lawnmower cutting partner. That's why they both crying up there. In the middle, like out loud in front of the whole audience. It was hilarious, man. I was like, why are both of them crying? Like I couldn't see the groom crying. Why the best man crying too?
So, hold on, wait. The groom was crying before the bride even came out?
Yeah, he had started when the flower girl and the two kids was coming out. He knew it was coming, but then it was crazy. The best man started crying right behind. I was like, dang, I ain't never seen that.
I've done video for several weddings, and I've been to a couple more. I ain't never seen the groom cry before. Like now, when the bride come down, she walking down. I've seen some grooms like start cracking up a little bit, tearing up, and that whole deal. But the flower girl, you start crying when the flower girl come down.
Man, that's you know it's about to happen. You know it's happening. You know it's coming, baby. It's coming. Because after the flower girl, it's the bride. Normally, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that's how it go. You know what I'm saying?
That's the order.
Yeah. So
when the ring bearer come, I thought the ring bearer.
The ring bearer goes before the flower girl.
Oh, okay.
Because the whole point of the flower girl is the bride is supposed to walk on the bride is supposed to be the only one walking on the flowers.
Yeah, because I know what that is, because what I'm saying, we all watch Coming to America, and that's what happened.
Right.
That's what happened. Who gonna clean up these roses? You know what I'm saying?
Right. At my wedding, if I do cry, it's when the bride coming down. Then that's when some tears. But before that, nah, we bossed up in it. We standing 10 toes down, man. Like that's how real G's do it, man. I don't know what these niggas doing.
Or 12 toes, you got the extra one. You never know.
Right, I get exactly.
You never know. You got to be careful with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the COVID thing has really pushed a lot of things in America and really over the world into just some odd situations. Was there anything that, if you could do it all over again, you would do differently?
If I could do it all over again, I would have. I probably wouldn't have chosen my auntie as my hostess.
Your auntie was your hostess? I didn't even know that.
She was late. She's like, you got certain family members that's notorious for being late, but she had been redeeming herself, because at family functions and stuff, she had been showing up, and so on time. So, but yeah, she was late getting there. So it was a little bit of chaos in terms of people getting their temperatures checked and all that kind of stuff before they went into where the ceremony was. So I would have chose somebody else for that job. So
she was in charge. So she was in charge of checking temperatures, but she was late.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
That is crazy. But I not to defend that, but I also say, because it's COVID-19 times. So what job would she have had outside of COVID-19? Like if it wasn't a COVID wedding, what job would you have given her?
Janitor.
Damn. The janitor, Freddie B? Damn.
That's a pretty important job to have. You having a wedding during COVID and you got to check the temperatures, but the temperature checker late. Right.
Yeah, the temperature checker was late. So people were just kind of gathered in the lobby area.
Not the bang.
Defeats the whole purpose of everything. This defeats the whole purpose of checking temperatures and preventing COVID. Defeats the whole
purpose. That was the only wrinkle in my day. Like when I heard that she wasn't down there yet, and people were like coming in and and gathering in the little lobby area, that kind of made my nerves bad a little bit, because I'm like, people are supposed to be seated, so that made my timeline push back by like 10 minutes.
Right. That's a big ass wrinkle. Like the only wrinkle, but that's a big gigantic ass wrinkle. That ain't it be like it'd be different if you had a wrinkle on your dress that's on the seat of your dress, and when you sit down, people can't really tell them. When you sit down, it's gonna be wrinkled anyway. Oh, okay, cool. That's a wrinkle across the front. Like you just standing there, big ass wrinkle. Like, nigga, did you iron? Like, no.
Right. Yeah, so that was frustrating. Poor auntie, I love her though, but but she was late. So I would have gave her if it wasn't COVID, and she still would have been a hostess, because at that point all she needed to do was just pass out like the little program, and you can wait till everybody is seated to do that, you know what I'm saying, or you can hand it to them on their way in. But yeah, I would have changed. If I would have known she was gonna be late, I would have had somebody else in place.
Yeah.
So question, like, so is this auntie the one that like that's not married with no kids and just been like kicking it? Everybody got that one auntie that don't ever get married and kicking it all her life.
No, she's married. They've been married for like 20 plus years.
I know her husband be like, God, Edith, can you come on, Edith?
Not Edith.
Oh God, you look fine, Edith. Come on, can we just go, Edith?
Edith pussy.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Dang. That is pretty crazy. Like, I thought you was gonna say something else. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought you was gonna be like, oh, the flower was like the wrong color or something. I don't know.
No, if you notice, I really didn't have many flowers in my wedding.
I did peep game. I saw you had the candles going. The candles was lit. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
They were lit. Yep.
Yeah, I'm more of a candles and water type person. I did have the floating flower in the vase with the tea light candle on top, but yeah, I'm not big on flowers. I'm not finna bust my budget on a bunch of damn flowers. It's just gonna die and go in the trash after the event.
So question, when you and your husband did the little mix thing, like when I say what I mean by mix, I don't know what they call it during the procession, but some people light the same candle, or some people mix sand, or all that type of stuff. Like, what did y'all do?
Yeah, we didn't do that. We just skipped right over that.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Didn't even do that. Cool, that's what's up.
No, we didn't do that. And I thought about that, I was like, should we do this? But then because we had, for us, our wedding was technically a destination wedding because it wasn't in the state where we live. I'm from Tennessee, but I live in Minnesota now. So, so in terms of a vase with sand or something like that, I have to travel via airplane back. Where am I going to put that shit? So
that's good.
I was thinking about everything that I was gonna have to pack back up with me and take back. So all that little shit, I just said we just nixed it. We was like, no, we don't need all that.
So you live in Minnesota now. You from Tennessee? Where'd y'all get married?
In Tennessee.
Oh, you got married? Okay. So you got married where you from, but you just don't live there.
Well, where I'm from, because that's where all my family is in Tennessee.
Okay. Got you.
But that's good. I mean, I think that too. Even talking to you, it seems like you have a more practical and a more level-headed way of thinking of it. And,
my whole planning process, when I say it was smooth, I wasn't sweating nothing. I was like, look, it's either gonna happen or it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And by the time we got into September and they hadn't and the governor of Tennessee, had not shut Tennessee back down, which we figured that he wasn't because he's a Trump supporter and all that, and Trump wasn't doing that no more.
Gotcha.
So we were pretty much good as long as the state wasn't shut back down.
Right.
We was pretty much
I was
good.
about to say, actually, it was probably smart for you to do it in Tennessee because, like you said, that it's a red state. So there you go.
Minnesota had more restrictions. Definitely.
Yeah. So actually, I could see that was actually probably the more intelligent thing to do was to do it there. And
thank God for the Republicans, huh?
Right.
I knew you was gonna say that shit, Freddie. I was Freddie. I set the pick for him. I already knew he was going there. I was like, oh, here you go. Okay, so I want to talk about something else, like a little bit of deviation from the main topic, because we talked about something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, and that's a wedding tradition, and it's kind of like, would you consider, like, am I wrong to think about it as some people could be superstitious, they don't do that, or like it's a superstition if you don't do it, that things could go wrong?
Yeah, there's a lot of superstitions surrounding weddings.
Okay.
If you don't do that whole something, new, old, borrowed, blue. And then there's, of course, always the number one superstition of the bride. I mean, the groom seeing the bride before the actual ceremony.
Yes. So that's where I was going to go to next, because with all the times that we're in, like, kind of switching gears, I think that some of these superstitions, not that we should just ignore them or disavow them. I think I'd use that word, right? I think that some of these superstitions sometimes could be a little bit much. Like with COVID-19, I would think that, we got about 2 rooms. Like you said, it was a destination wedding, which means we got to have 2 suites and the whole 9. But I started to think about that, and I said, but they probably got a hell of an upgrade, because was anybody in the hotel? Like, were you the only wedding party doing something?
There was actually another wedding party at the hotel, but they were having their wedding
I thought about that wrong
at a different location. They didn't have their wedding at the hotel like I did. They had theirs at a different location. But one thing I can say is that superstition of seeing the bride before the ceremony is starting to kind of play out, because now what couples are doing, they're doing this whole first look thing where the bride and the groom, they see each other for the first time, all dressed up, all made up, before anybody else sees them. So they're calling it a first look, and that's usually where they take their pictures. They go ahead and take their individual pictures, and then after the ceremony, then they get together and take the pictures with the whole wedding party. I did a semi first look, Sean did not see me until the ceremony,
Gotcha.
but I saw him because the way we took our pictures, his back was turned to me.
Okay, so they set him up, and they was like, okay, don't look, and if you
Right.
look, you're gonna die. Ah,
Right. So we were kind of slick about how we did ours because I wanted us to go ahead and get some of the pictures out of the way while it was still daytime, because the wedding was
see.
at 6, so I wanted us to get a couple of pictures of me and him. So they, the photographers got real creative with how they did the angles and stuff, so he couldn't see me, and then I just snuck back out before he turned around. So
okay.
Yeah, I think that's a tradition that, like, I hope never goes all the way to this first look thing. Like, cause me personally, I don't want to see her to, like, that's the whole thing. It's like
that's the
open
whole
the doors
point.
up, be like, wow, and it's like, behold your prize, your prize.
exactly.
Like, like that's first look. I mean, oh my God, I hate you new niggas. I hate y'all.
That's what they call it. That's what it is. It's
Everybody be trying to be different. It's like,
new money.
wow, like everything ain't meant to be different, and I'm doing something different. Ooh, look at me, I'm clever. I'm doing something different. Everything ain't meant for that, man.
Some people want to have it. It's kind of like how people got on the Suzu when the pandemic came. What's it called? The Suzu or Suzu?
Oh, the little scam
Susu.
thing.
Yeah. Everybody was hopping on. They was like, "Oh, this is gonna make us money. We're gonna do this." And then, then once they realized it was a scam, it was like people kept going. It was people who kept going. And don't get me wrong, I tell people, I say, I know some people who won. I know some people who won, and I know some people who lost.
I mean, it's it ain't nothing but a pyramid scheme. Like the first people gonna win, and then
Right.
it gonna keep going until like a whole bunch of niggas like, oh, the pyramid fall apart, and then you lose your money. So I mean, like that's any pyramid scheme, and people like, oh no, it ain't no pyramid scheme because it worked. Like no, pyramid schemes work if you the first ones to get in.
I'm still looking for the white people who did the Suzu. I ain't found a group of white people doing Suzu yet.
I mean, like that's usually this Suzu thing or whatever. That's poor people do that.
I ain't found a group of white people yet.
Like, cause like it's just like the lottery. Most people who play the lottery are poor people. Like poor people are usually inclined to like try to get something for nothing.
Hey man, Freddie, but you can't be telling the truth like that because the police come get you.
They on their way.
You hear
Right.
'em?
They at your door.
Right.
Popo gonna be knocking at your door.
I was about to sing. What's that thing? They raping everybody out here. What? They climbing in your window. They climbing in your door.
Oh, you took it back. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah. I forgot how it went. I don't know why I thought of that, but somebody said something that made me think of that. So there.
No, the new one is actually Alona Boo put me onto it. She said something. We was on the phone one day, and she yelled at her husband. She said, "Where the money reside."
What?
Oh yeah.
I was
Where
like,
the money
what is
reside?
Where the money reside?
I said, "Hey, what the hell is going on with the money?"
I saw
What
that
dude-
clip.
I was asking questions like, "Where does the money reside?" Actually,
It's a dude that work at CarMax that sing there, didn't he? Ain't that the video? He work at CarMax.
yeah, he was.
like
I think he was a car dealership.
He was. I don't know if it was CarMax, but he was at a car dealership. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you've been doing this thing. Y'all are hitched, as they would say, married.
I's married now.
You's married now. How long has it been since the wedding? Has it been a while? Well, I mean, it was COVID, so you say September. So that's like what, 5 months?
So the actual wedding was September 26th.
Oh, but you really been married almost a year though.
We almost there. March 20th.
So oh dang, man. Ooh, man, I wish you would have told me that. If you had told me in March, I would have told you, okay, listen, in 3 days, go get you some stock. But a lot of people don't get that reference because the stock market just tanked on March 23rd.
Oh, gotcha.
It like totally. It was like, I mean, I think it was like one of the worst. It went down so far. I hopped in on the Dow Jones at like 20,000. Wow. You know what I'm saying? It went down to 18. I still missed $2,000 worth of gains. I just grabbed it at 20. I was like, it can't go no lower than this, and then it kept going. So wait, I guess it could. It was a devastating day for the stock market, and I was sitting there with a whole bunch of cash.
It's all smoke and mirrors at the end of the day, really.
I was sitting there with a whole bunch of cash on the sideline. I hopped all in there. And that turned my year really nicely. That turned my year really nicely. So if I had known that would have been my wedding gift to you. I was like, oh, I got one for you. Check this out. I know it's gonna happen. I don't know when.
It still can be your wedding gift to me.
Okay, so you know
That's
what?
gonna be my wedding gift. Tell you to invest in the stock market. Great wedding gift.
But no, let me tell you something. I tried to do this because I was trying to do some like pimp shit. Like I was trying to figure out how to gift stock to somebody because like I don't know if y'all seen when Kanye West gave Kim Kardashian like
Apple and
yeah.
Disney.
Right. So he was hooking her up for Christmas or whatever. I was like, oh, that was dope. That's a dope Christmas. So I was trying to do that this year for Christmas, like, and I found out it's a little bit more complicated than the way they made it sound. I was like, oh, this, I gotta go through a little bit more process to actually do this.
I mean, because he got it for his wife. So, you know,
yeah.
And then he Kanye West, he got people that can do that for him. Like, hey, can you go do this?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. I think he has some people because I called my broker and I was talking. And I was like, this don't sound like an easy process. I just want to buy these shares for this person, and they had all these things to make sure it gets into their account and the whole nine. It's like I can't even be secretive with it. I probably have to let them know I'm doing it. You know.
Oh yeah,
it wouldn't be a surprise.
Give somebody stock.
Nah, yeah, it wouldn't. I thought it was something I could do, but I found out I couldn't do it. So you know, but so I kind of wondered, you know, we talk about gifts. Did you have any standout gifts that like blew your mind? Like, oh, wait a minute, like this was surprising. I was surprised I got this.
No, because we were, had to travel to get to the destination.
Right.
Then we only requested like gift cards and cash, basically something that we could just travel, like just stick in a bag and keep it moving.
Trying to be where the money reside.
Where the money reside. We know where the money reside today, boy. We just
hey, look, my wedding is where the money reside. Where the money reside. You know what I'm talking about? Where the money reside.
Hey.
Yeah.
Did y'all get some Kevin Samuels level donations? Have you ever watched the Kevin Samuels live? His live?
No.
Man, Freddie, tell about how these people be donating ridiculous amounts of money. Like, I came in there one time. I think I seen a $500 like super chat, and on the chat he said, "What's up?" That's literally what he said. Was "What's up?" He ain't had nothing important to say. Wasn't selling nothing. $500 super chat.
Yeah, we had I had one person who actually couldn't make it, and he cash apped me like $600.
Oh damn, that's good as being there.
Right, you played for your plate and a couple of others.
That was like a percentage of guilt gift right there. He was like, I was gonna give you $250, but I ain't gonna be there. Man, dang, I told I was gonna be there. Here, look, $600.
Right.
Hey, well then don't be there next time. I'm having another ceremony.
Right. Exactly. Like I appreciate that gift a little bit more than your presents.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Where the money reside.
Where the money reside.
Yeah.
Shit, weddings are expensive. Shit.
Hey.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that too, because I was wondering, did you save any money because it was COVID? Like, did you not have to do certain things? Because somebody was saying that weddings could cost up to 10, 15 grand.
Hell yeah. Easy.
And that's easy. I mean,
easy.
I mean, on the venue itself, that's where like the chunk of your money is, on the venue, especially if the venue provides the food as well.
Oh my God! I was gonna say catering. Catering is another big part.
Yeah. So in my situation, the venue, they don't allow outside catering. So they provided the food. Yeah, they busting heads. But that was my second option for a venue, because the first option I had for a venue, oh no, they were busting heads. Mm-hmm. They started at like $100 a plate. And I was like, what? So this venue, it was like 50, 52, depending on if you got the salmon or the chicken.
So I'm assuming the salmon was more.
Yes.
Damn. You ain't say that part, because I sure got salmon. I was like, if I had no, I would have got chicken.
And you better ate it too.
I ate that. I ate two. I actually had two of them. Just full disclosure. Cool. I had two plates.
Okay, cool. Look, that was already paid for, so it's all good.
Oh, okay. I just want to say, just make sure you just if I did anything, I need to send my money in my bag, because I sure had two plates.
Did y'all do open bar?
No, we had like wine and beer was like open, but if you wanted like a mixed drink, you had to pay cash for that.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie though. I thought that was good. Well, see, here's the problem, and I always have to reference that I'm coming from New York, right? So like a lot of times, I realize New York has kind of skewed my idea of what things cost a little bit. Cause like I remember I stayed at the JW Marriott in Nashville, and to me it was like, oh cool, like I thought it was a good price. I was telling people, I was like, man, shit, I only paid like $250 a night. I thought that was a good price. I stayed a whole week, boy. I was
damn. Tom, it's $250 a night.
Man, I told somebody that, and they were like,
"Nigga, what time?
That's expensive." Like, what was you at the top? They were like, you at the top floor? I was like, oh, I was pretty high. I was right before the restaurant, and I went to the restaurant.
I live in New York too. That's still expensive. I don't know what you talking about, Tommy.
But what hotels in New
night?
York? Where good hotel? JW in New York is not $250 a night though. Like
it's not.
the Marquee in New York is like $4 something a night. You know what I'm saying? It's double that. So when I saw that,
where is the Marquee?
it's Times Square.
Right, nigga. Duh,
The
Times Square.
JW is in the middle of Nashville. It's downtown.
No. Times Square has a premium because it's Times Square. They like all the businesses
so you saying
can charge. They can charge 20% more.
What I'm
than
saying
their
in New
regular
York
price just
though,
because they in Times Square.
in New York, if you had a Marquee anywhere in New York, you don't think it'd be at least?
If it wouldn't have been in Times Square, it'd have been cheaper.
But like, what's cheaper?
I mean, well, you know, like hotels have dynamic pricing, so it depends on
That's another
the
thing,
day and
too.
the night, so on and so forth.
That's another thing too. So,
but I mean, like if you go to McDonald's in Times Square, it's like way more expensive than any other McDonald's in the
it's
city.
double. It's double the price. Yeah. It's like well, it's not double. It's like what, about 80%? No, about 30% more, something like that. Like you can't like they dollar menu is not really a dollar menu. It's like a $1.25.
They don't have a dollar menu at
Right,
the
right.
Times
It's not
Square
real.
at
Yeah,
McDonald's.
yeah.
There is no value. They don't even have a value menu.
Right.
Here. It's
Exactly.
just nigga come buy food. That's it.
if you got the money.
Right. In Times Square, like, because I used to host for this thing called The Ride, and so then they gave us, like, we had to do, like, different factoids around the city, and then that's when I found out, like, every business in Times Square, like, whatever you set your prices, then you can also then add, like, I think it's 20 to 30% surcharge just for being in Times Square. And then if you're in Times Square, you have to leave your lights on. You can't ever turn your lights off of your business. You have to leave them on.
Well, in my opinion, I've been in the Marquee in Times Square, and I was at the JW in Nashville. That JW far outweighs the Marquee in Times Square. The Marquee was muggy, mildewy to me. Like, it was kind of stuffy in there. You know, the food was all right, but like, I was at that JW, man. I was eating at all them restaurants. I ain't even want to leave the hotel. I was just like, shit, I just want to, I want to eat some lunch here, do this here. And I was getting pulled left and right because I was down there to help out and everything. So I was getting pulled left and right. And I was just trying to stay focused on my mission. But I was just like, man, like, shit. I told one of my mentors passed last year. And I was telling his wife, I said, what you need to do is go to the JW and just stay there for like a week and hit that spa. That spa, oh my God, take your mind off everything. And she was like, how much does the JW cost? And I was like, I don't know. I looked it up. It was back up to 3 something. They went back up to like 300 something a night. I was like, well, it was $250 when I stayed there. It was a little cheaper then, but I thought that was a good price. Honestly, I mean, you know, comparatively, when I go to the South, I feel like things are just a lot cheaper. Like, I feel like
Definitely.
you know, a lot of spots that I eat at in the South, it's like, man, I miss this. Shoot, you know, I miss when my meals were like under $30 for a meal. You know, that's.
I mean, I will say, like, here in New York, you know, you can like, stuff on average is more expensive, but like New York is expensive when it comes to housing. Like, you know, paying for rent. It's like,
that shit
really
dumb.
expensive. But like food, you can find deals. It's like people always be doing all types of deals. You find like apps and stuff, and you don't have to spend much money here in New York to eat.
Now, what's much money?
Like, I mean, you can get like just a quick meal somewhere. You spend like, you know, $10 to $15.
I mean, what we talking, like 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star? What we talking?
I mean,
for the $15?
like you know, like places like, cause like here in New York they got like for example, like Groupon. This group, like every restaurant got all types of crazy Groupons, and then like some restaurants got like some good Groupons here. Like I be Grouponing it up. What's the other joint? Pulse deals, where you can go to the restaurant and you get like full straight meals and not no like meal that's catered, that's made for a Groupon just for the cheap price. Like I done been in some dope spots.
So now we're gonna have to do a whole show about how to save money, because Freddie be traveling all around the world. He be on different types of secret websites and secret shopper this and Groupon. He be going around the world and value and saving his money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's a service you want to sell one day, Freddie B. We should definitely talk about that, because I don't be seeing the prices like that. I be seeing the prices what they are. I go to Amy Roof's. That's about a $35 a head meal if you eating good, you know.
I mean, it's just something in me feel good. It'd be like, oh, like somebody be like, I paid $50 for this. Like, oh, I paid $20 for that. I be feeling good that I pay less than somebody else.
Like, you feel like you won, huh?
Yep.
You didn't though. You just saved for yourself. Nah, because you would win if you would have been able to hook them up before they paid that $50. That's a win, especially if they black. If you feel what I'm saying?
Especially if they black.
You see how I did that?
But I ain't know him. I ain't know him at the time.
Oh, dang, man, Freddie B, come on, man, can't be stepping on us like that, man. Selfish. But
you mean really helping you out? That's what you mean. You don't mean everybody.
No, me, I'm cool. You heard me. I was cool. Everybody else was tripping. I'm cool. I am good. I'm okay. I'm good.
Because I got money, Freddie B. Like, what you talking about? I got the money.
Hey, listen, I ain't. It really ain't.
The money falling on the next IG post. Hell no.
Hey, so anyway, have y'all heard of Mr. Beast?
What?
Nah.
I think his name is Mr. Beast on YouTube.
No.
Oh, you want to talk about someone who give away? This guy has a whole YouTube channel on giveaway money. Like, and of course, he's like one of the most. His YouTube got like 52 million subscribers.
Damn.
I think it's ridiculous. It's like,
well, damn.
Yeah, he like if you ever go watch him, he do stuff like he'll walk up to people and give them his credit card, and he'll be like, okay, now, like say they at a Best Buy, he'll say, all right, you can get whatever you want as long as it's under the limit on this credit card. Now I'm not gonna tell you what the limit is, so go get it. And then they'll be like, they have to first think, okay, if it's $10,000 limit, what can I get? Or if it's a $5,000, but they guessing what the limit is. But like almost every single case, he hadn't had a single case where he had a limit. He said there's no limit on the card. You could have bought it whatever you wanted. Like they be like messed up every single time. They were like, shit, I should have got every single time that he messed up. But they get to keep all the stuff. They get to keep all the stuff, He do stuff like that, so it made me think about it because when she talked about getting that $600, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? That seemed like a payday, right? I'm glad you ain't come. I'm so happy because if you would have came, you wouldn't have gave me that. And I could use that more than I can use seeing you.
Y'all are some evil people.
I mean, you want to see people, but at the same time, like, if he had a cane, he had to fly in or something. He probably had to fly in, right?
No. He was in town.
Oh, damn.
He was in town.
So you think if he would have came, you think some of that money was guilt money then?
That's what Freddie B said. Freddie B thinking
Freddie
guilt
said
money.
That. Oh.
Said it was little guilt money. I really don't give a damn what it was. I don't know if he was in the blessing business that day. I really don't care, but I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Okay, so Freddie B, tell me this. All right, you heard some of the things that Alona Boo been talking about. You heard the story earlier at the beginning of the show. Now, Freddie B, I think we've spoken about this on air, but do you want to be married?
Yes.
Okay, so you're an eligible bachelor then.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
So you were part of that 51. Now you're part of 51-60% that Kevin Samuels talked about. I think he says 51% of black men are single, unmarried, without kids, and 60% of them make like I think he said like 40,000 or more. Like so, it's 51-60%. Yeah, that's what he says.
Yes.
So have you? So you heard the wedding story. Does this seem like something you would do in this time? Well, I guess you got to beat the right one first, huh?
Yes.
But if
if I did, I mean, like I said, going back to the wedding deal, like with COVID, it's like as far as a wedding goes, I just have a thought on and just ideas about what I want to wear to the wedding and what I want to wear to the reception. That's it. Like outside of that,
you gonna do a switcheroo? You gonna do a change up?
Yeah. I'm gonna have a change of clothes. I'm in the entertainment business, so I got that flair for the dramatic. So just that. But that's just me. What I'm wearing on my body. Everything else, you know what I mean? Like the colors. If she want to do pink and brown, like okay, well that's what you want to do. I mean, because what I'm wearing ain't got nothing to do with none of that. So, if that's what you want the colors to be.
What if she needs you in the brown though?
I'm not. No, I already know what I'm wearing. I already know what I'm wearing at my wedding. I already know what I'm wearing at the wedding. I already know what I'm wearing at the reception.
What I'm saying is, well, if she needs you in the brown, you said pink and brown.
No, I said I already know what I'm wearing at the wedding and the reception.
Oh.
So if whatever woman I'm marrying, she gonna know that as well. So her idea then everything else. She got bridesmaids, groomsmen, churches, people, all that. She got control over all that.
Churches, people.
Yeah, she got control over all that.
So Freddie B is picking the wedding colors, basically.
No, I'm not. No.
Well, it sounds like
she got to coordinate with you.
Well, how she gonna coordinate? You got to coordinate. Like you remember Boomerang back in the day when John Witherspoon he pulled out the shirt, he had the mushrooms on mushrooms. Got to coordinate.
I remember that.
Mushrooms on mushrooms.
So at the wedding I'm wearing all black, and at the reception I'm wearing all white.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm wearing. So I'm not wearing any colors.
Gotcha.
I'm wearing just shades. Yeah. So whatever color she picked, gon' match because I got on all black and all white.
So if you wearing all black, she could throw like you said, pink. She could throw a brown pocket square. No pocket square.
I'm wearing all black, and then at the reception I'm wearing all white.
Man, you ain't compromising on nothing, man.
That's just me. Like she got
Selfish,
however
man.
many other people at the wedding to control her, the colors, the flowers, whatever we gonna have there, all that. She can, whatever that's gonna be, then she can decide on all that because I don't care.
So I'm guessing death to the old you, life to the new you.
Correct.
And
that's crazy. I've said that to a lot of people, and I think you might have been the only person that just got it.
I got it off top. I understood it. It's symbolism.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's funny. Nobody. Well, you know what though?
I mean, no, because actually, no. You know what? I'll say this. It's interesting that I mean, you being a man, but normally when I say that, most women like, so you just go, why would you do that? Why would you wear all black? Like, why would you like? And they just automatically get like irritated that I say like I'm wearing all black and then all white. That's what I'm doing. And then like usually like women, they have a problem with what I said, and it's like, but I mean, you were able to get it, so I guess if people got that, it would make sense. But I don't know. It's not like they get married, but
right,
still have issues. So,
I think for men, we also at least me as a man, sometimes we do things that may not necessarily make sense to even some of our own fellow friends. Whether your female friends or your male friends, certain things you gotta do for you. You know what I'm saying? To like reset you. Like, okay, I can put myself in this mind frame to go to this place, and I think. And listen, I'm not, again, that's why I'm glad we got Alona Boo online because she married, so she could verify, what it's like as a married woman in a relationship. But I think there's some things that need to shift so that you can, you know what I mean? Because it's about y'all being one now. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
And I think that if you, as a man, if that's what you need, I think your wife should be, or the wife to be should be like, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if that's what you need for your mind, boo, then boom, that's what she. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a big thing to ask. You know what I'm saying? To if that's your only requirement for the wedding day is just that ensemble for the ceremony and then the reception. That wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, and I think also is discussions that you have because obviously it's not like I'm gonna meet a woman and then I'm gonna propose and then we're gonna get all the way to the wedding and I'm like, hey, just to let you know, this is what I'm wearing this Saturday at the wedding. And it's like. These are discussions that you had well before.
Just so you know, this Saturday I will be in all black in the beginning. Don't worry though, I will change later to all white. Now,
right?
Don't fear. It means something for me. It's just this Saturday. This Saturday.
I just wonder like how people operate. It's like y'all don't discuss this. Y'all just don't come up in conversation to where you kind of like know. You like know what you're going into. Y'all have a discussion, and so you know what her frame of mind is, and she know what your frame of mind is. To where you can have
that baffles me too. How people be in whole relationships but don't be having no conversations about nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think too. I heard some. Not to bring up. I won't bring his name, but that to bring up. I heard someone on the YouTube show say that there's a lot of people who listen to respond, and versus listening to understand.
Yeah, I said it on my Facebook Live. Last week?
Did you?
You talking about me? Oh, you talking about
I was talking about KS. He said it a couple weeks ago, but I didn't want to say his name. Keep bringing him up, but it was something that was like, that's interesting the way he said that. I think he was on IG with some people, and he just kind of mentioned it. Like a lot of people. What's really happening is that they don't want to hear what I have to say. They don't want to understand what I have to say. They just want to respond to it. They just want to take the bite and just go at it and I attack it. And it does nothing. It doesn't help anything.
Yeah. I mean, and it's another thing that, like I like to, that sometimes I say is kind of like a piggyback off that. Some people like to react instead of be proactive. They like to be reactive instead of proactive. You know what I mean? Like proactive is, you on your own, like doing something and creating something from your mind. A lot of people like to just react. You do something like, oh, they react from that. And then that's the stimuli. And it's like, you just reacting from what I'm doing, but you're not trying to be productive by being proactive to actually like solve a problem.
Yeah, that's good. That's good news. Whew. Well, it seems like today we got a whole lot of feelings, but we got them all out. I think we had a good conversation today about getting hit to COVID-19, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I had to correct myself.
Something pink and something blue. That's one for the girl and one for the boy.
I sure did say that.
You gotta have both genders until they decide what gender they want to be. You gotta have something.
Until the gender is revealed. The cake might be pink or blue. Cut it. You gotta cut it.
Cut it.
Cut it.
Cut it.
That price is way too high. You need to cut it.
Yeah, that shit was lit.
So wait, hold on. So Thomas, during that time when you was singing that nonstop, is that why you was singing it nonstop? Because of her cake concert ceremony?
I don't remember. Was I singing that a lot?
Nigga.
Oh, I don't remember.
There was a point in your life every 5 minutes. Oh, Freddie B, that price is way too high. You need to cut it. Everything was too high, and I needed to cut it. I was like, this nigga Thomas, boy. OT Genesis gonna go platinum just off you.
I play the song a lot. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, all I can say is that shit was lit. I was like, that was brilliant. Like, cause so every now and then you go to a wedding and you see, mostly traditional stuff. It's pretty nice. Nothing wrong with this stuff, but it is nice to have stuff like that. Like, oh, that's different. Like when you go, oh, that was different.
Okay. So in other words, yes, that's why you were singing it nonstop. Because
it stood out.
Thank you, Alona Boo. Thank you, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It stood out. I'm just saying what I'm gonna say. It stood out. Listen.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Man, so look, we had so many feelings, man. I feel good though. Freddie B, you feel good?
I feel Gucci.
I feel inspired, man. I feel inspired. Alana, you feel inspired? You feel good?
Feeling like $1 million.
Well, hold up. Is that where the money reside? We need to get some of that.
Where the money reside. Where the money reside.
We need to get that money right there.
The money reside.
Yeah. Listen, all y'all out there listening to us, send us a message. Our handles are in the description, and let us know how you feel about something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Make sure you subscribe to our podcast too. Turn on notifications.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's what it is. Turn the notifications on.
Right.
This has been a good one. I've been here with.
Y'all both
hesitated. Y'all both hesitated.
I was like, is he gonna go? Am I gonna go? Is he gonna go?
Yeah. Who?
All right, hit us with it again, Thomas T.
All right. It's been a good one, y'all. Listen, I've been here with.
It's your girl, Alona Boo.
Alona Boo. And.
It's your main man, Freddie B, and we out here.
Oh, so no uno dos tres this time, Freddie B?
Nope, I'm back in America.
Oh, okay. Got you. Listen, and I'm yours truly, T Staples. And make sure you catch us next time when we have too many feelings. Peace.